So I'm getting a lot of hate on my last post titled Date the Short Guy. Let's break down the math. In the United States, about 31% of adult men are single. About 14.5% of men are 6 feet or taller. That means the percentage of single men who are over 6 feet tall is 4.5%. About 5 out of every 100 men. Want to compete for those 5 men? Have fun.
Men don't want love, they want respect. Y'all keep trying to love these men, but you don't even respect them. And that's why he don't even look at you the same no more. Because men don't crave love the way women do. They crave respect. Respect is a man's love language. You can tell a man, I love you every day. Cook, clean, post him on your story, even have his kids. But if you talk to him like he's beneath you, discredit him in public, or make him feel like a fool, it's over.
That's why I don't like men who like know their worth. Like, I hate y'all. I hate men who know their worth. They be like, I don't gotta deal with girls. I know my worth. I got my worth. 4 men was just like dinner and. But now y'all want to be like having real deep conversations and. Y'all want to be like asking out what you do. Oh, I do. Trying to cut this off. Like, no, I don't got time for the drama. Or you toxic. I hate when they say to me, you toxic. So what's up? What you doing tomorrow? Who teaching you all that? For real, who teaching you all that?
Teaching us what?
Y'all worth. I don't like that.
At some point in time, modern women are going to realize that their choices have consequences. Sure, you out there getting the bag and you're doing your thing, but some of your choices have consequences. And you have to deal with those consequences on your own. Not a man fixing them. Deal with those consequences on your own.
Research confirms that men don't date for potential and wouldn't give a woman a second look if they don't fit into the beauty criteria they're attracted to. Therefore, please stop dating the potential in a man and start introducing specific criteria as your standards too. Men are picky about your looks, so it's okay to do your due diligence about a man's physical and intellectual competence to provide a financially and emotionally safe space for you and your potential children, especially before making a long-term commitment. Would you date the potential in a man? Let me know your thoughts below.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Women really gave up on marriage a lot too soon. Okay, marriage was the best thing ever for women. It is an amazing thing for men too, because it civilizes them, it cultures them, it teaches them to be protectors of their family and to take care of people and to think beyond themselves and to think beyond their generation. Women gave up in marriage a way to teach men to do those things. And also, women gave up the idea that a commitment was going to come along with this intimacy. And let's be real about this. I mean, every scientific study ever done has shown that women actually do have better in the context of committed relationships. All of the crap that you see in Cosmo magazine about sleeping with 100 guys and being happy is just garbage. It is just sheer unadulterated garbage.
Okay, if you've ever heard a guy say that he's just like too busy right now for a relationship, like he's not ready, this is exactly what this means. So he is waiting to be at a point where his finances are right, he's got the car, he's got the house maybe, he's got the nice job, he started a business, something like that, because he's waiting for that moment that he has leveled up so high that he can actually get the girl he wants now. So when he tells you that, it's taking as a sign that he doesn't want you because he's waiting to be in a stage of his life that he can actually get the girl he wants. So you really gotta believe him when he says it, babe, because it's really true.
He's not texting you because he doesn't want to. He's not asking you out on a proper date because he doesn't want to. He's not consistent with you because you're not a priority to him. He's not actually too busy. He's just too busy for you. He's not actually mysterious. He just doesn't want to talk to you. He's not taking it slow. He just doesn't want to commit to you. And it's not even that he doesn't want a relationship. He just doesn't want one with you. He's not coming back because he misses you. He's coming back because he knows he has access to you. I love, this is your sign to choose your self-love and your self-respect over your feelings. This is not the love story you deserve, and there is so much more out there for you, I promise.
One thing modern women are able to do is they're able to make a house chaotic. And, you know, when a man has to come home from a long day of work, a long shift, to a chaotic house, why in the world would he stay? Why in the world would he be here? You're asking why men keep on checking out, why they keep on going their own way. It's because their home isn't a safe space.
Open your eyes.
What is it?
Turn around. Babe, this isn't a Cadillac.
It's a Jeep Wagoneer. It's just as nice as a Cadillac. I bought it for you.
Are you messing with me right now?
No, you said this. You wanted an SUV for the family. This is
A Cadillac. This is not a Cadillac.
If you married her, you're going to tell me there were no signs prior to this that she was effed up, that she was an ingrate, that she was ungrateful. I don't believe that. I believe that sometimes guys marry these women who are awful and they convince themselves somehow that they're going to change, they're going to be better, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. Turns out no. So if she shows you signs right from the get-go that she's ungrateful, done.
I always say that if you have a relationship with a girl, never have a single girlfriend. Never have a girl with single girlfriends. It's the most dangerous thing. Do you know about the story of the bucket and the crabs? No. So the big bucket and it's full of crabs. As soon as a crab comes out, the other crabs pull them down. This is women. Women, misery loves company. Women do not love to see other women happy. So they will throw small jabs at you. Quiet, simple jabs. Are you sure he's at work with another girlfriend? Just stays in your head. You know, are you sure he's doing this? Why he didn't do that? He should have done you this because he have this for you. He have money. Why didn't he buy you this diamond ring or this thing? So they throw small jabs and then it's in the back of her head and then like eventually she freaks out and it's gone because you don't want to see you happy. So it's very dangerous. So you have to have that on check all the time.
A lot of these modern women like to mock. They like to degrade, insult, challenge, shame a man, his masculinity, his values, and then they wonder why men are opting out of dating. You don't really like that man. You just like the attention that he gives.
I want to show you guys my husband's end table. Trigger warning. Still can't see the bottom. There it is. This is an actual problem.
I'm a little less concerned that your husband is consuming all of that sugar, and I'm a little bit more concerned that he's hiding it in his drawer. Why is that man in his own home hiding his candy consumption? Or is it just from like the ease of putting it in the drawer because he tends to snack at night right before bed, which isn't the best for his teeth? But in any case, we, the viewer, we don't really have any idea. And why is there a video being posted of this instead of just going to him and asking him? To me, that kind of seems like you're just trying to post him online to a bunch of strangers to get their judgments, and they have no idea. I think that you probably have more idea than strangers on the internet. And like, how's that man gonna feel when he sees this instead of you turning to him and having the conversation? I don't know. It just seems kind of weird to me.
Hey, fellas, if you're a man that has high self-esteem, you love yourself, you respect yourself, understand you're gonna weed out a lot of women. Understand that's a great thing, because some women like to mess with dudes that are the easy target, dudes that they can control. I saw a dude make a video, he said women purposely date bums so they can have control, they have dominion over that guy. If you're a dude, you have your together, you take care of yourself, you love yourself, you respect yourself, you have boundaries, understand some women are gonna get turned off by that because they can't control you. You're not an easy target. If she try to come with that with you, you're gonna check that front door. She might not even try because of how you carry yourself. This is why I say how you carry yourself is very important. Your mindset, your presentation, all of it matters, guys.
I have a lot of these singles events that are full of women. Men absolutely checked out. That empty room, well, it's a room full of women, but you know, that room that's empty with like no men there, that's a sign. That's a sign. I'm not coming. I won't be here. That's not an accident.
Why did you buy a wedding dress, friend? I never told you we were going to get married. From the beginning, that was never going to happen. Why would you buy a wedding dress? What's that got to do with me? You bought a wedding dress?
I've never bought a wedding dress in my life, Jeremy. And I know you said you didn't want to get married. You also said that you were E&M, and then it was only me. And you know what? I thought that someday you would love me.
He told her from the start he never wanted to get married. This man did nothing wrong. Now, if he's like, oh yeah, I plan to get married, and then like made the promise to her specifically and then never followed through, that wouldn't be okay. But like, you don't bet on someone changing their mind when they were very clear from the beginning. If that's a deal breaker for you, you don't make him feel sorry for you. Instead, you find someone who wants to get married one day. You actually have a chance. And now she's like trying to guilt him into it. If a man says, I do not ever want to get married, and you agree and you continue the relationship, you're basically telling him you are okay with those terms. And of course, the man's being made out to be like a bad guy or a monster or whatever when he did nothing wrong.
You're a grown-up, okay, let's just say 30 and up. You should know that you don't wait 2 to 3 years for someone to propose to you in a committed relationship. If we are boyfriend and girlfriend, then it needs to be going towards marriage. Otherwise, what are we doing? And that really is the question. What are we doing? So if you're dating someone, it's official, right about 6 months in, if they haven't been talking about marriage, you need to start talking about marriage. I would say three months in to a committed relationship when you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s and up. Because if this is not going to marriage, it's not going anywhere. Because we're not we're not moving in and shacking up together, so we have nowhere to go. It's a pointless relationship, isn't it?
A lot of these modern women don't understand that when you make your bed, you can't try to force a man to lie in it. When you go out there and handle your like the way you handle your business, you can't go force a man to try to clean up after you. That doesn't make any sense. And then when a man cleans it up, you go and make more of a mess. What man is going to sign up to say, yeah, I want to get my behind kicked? Which one?
I had an older lady tell me a real man is not going to be ruled by a woman. Don't go down the path of expressing criticism, disapproval, and an ultimate lack of acceptance for your husband because it may cause rebellion. She's telling the truth. A real man is not going to allow himself to be a pushover to the woman he has chosen. Men with their sense of manhood and integrity and dignity intact have this innate desire and need to not be subdued and walked over. A real man is not going to be ruled by his wife. It insults his sense of manhood. Women who have succeeded in breaking their husbands such that their husbands allow their wives to rule over them, those are ultimately men who they find themselves no longer attracted to.
That sounds about right. I mean, when you deal with someone whose integrity, character, and commitment were built around selfishness, non-reciprocation, and ego, then you realize some people want validation and attention. Love a lot more than they want love in their life. And love ain't always so loving, is it? It's issues, disagreements, it's forgiving, it's compromising. And how much of that did you have in your relationship? Because we can paint the relationship in this wonderful light, but when you feel like you're holding the weight of love for two whole individuals, it gets exhausting. And eventually, it causes resentment and anger. And it ain't your responsibility to handle a partnership as a sole proprietorship. That's not how this works. You needed them in those bad moments to have your back, to be honest yet respectful, to be stern yet loving, to be understanding yet tell you what you needed to know and not what you wanted to hear. And they couldn't be that. And that's okay. Because now that they're in a new relationship, you think they turned into all that overnight now? Or did they just find some unassuming new supply that they about to put through the same that they put you through?
These modern women will ask about your net worth before they ask about your values. They're not going to check and see if you have integrity. They're going to check and see how much money is in the bank. And most men say, oh, you date me for, you want an ATM. Okay. Check please.
I've been stabbed up twice, Sarah. Yes, if you
look. Shut up.
I have 6 stab wounds on my body. I've been robbed. I've been stabbed. So talking about close. Look, my throat has almost been slashed. I invited this DL over my house. He was like a gang member. I didn't know. And immediately after I was in the bathroom, showering and stuff, he came to my throat and just put a knife on my throat and said, give me everything you have. Right here. I have a stab wound in my body, in my back. I have a stab here.
From him?
Yes, and I have a stab here. I didn't know he was going to rob me. He took my car. He took my phone. He took $1,200 US from me. He took everything. I was bleeding, naked, running down the stairs, fell, ran to the neighbors, and the neighbors brought me to the hospital. Swear to God.
And you're so
And I've never
positive.
seen him ever again. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he's again. I don't know. The first time, because I've been stabbed up twice. The first time I was like 17. Was it 17? Basically, why are you crying?
No, I'm just like, wait, what? This is crazy.
I've been stabbed up, kicked in gully to the eye. I had a chest tube here. I mean, you want to show?
Yeah.
I had a chest tube like here. I had a chest tube with the bottle. I had to walk around with the bottle in the hospital for 6 days. Yes. Internal bleeding, baby. Yeah. So all this blessing is coming from that bad past. I was dating a guy on the track team, right? And the whole track team found out he was rich. His mom used to sponsor the high school. And of course, they don't want him to. I was dating him down low, we was together. And the track team boys just came into cheerleading practice and just started jumping me. Kicked my yes, tore me up. I had on a blue Nautica shirt I never forget. They tore me up. Violated me, bullied me, tore me up, beat out of me in school. Police had to escort me out of school, Sarah. They threw bottles at the car, rocks at the police car, everything. I ran to the staff room, got help, and they had to escort me.
Modern women will probably never understand that the peace a man feels after stepping away, stepping back from a chaotic dating market. It just peace, a sense of security, a sense of just overall relaxation. I don't have anybody telling me I'm doing something wrong when I'm doing something right. Fantastic feeling.
Women end marriages more than men, and the proof is in lesbian divorce rates. In straight marriages, women file for divorce 69% of the time, which means for every 10 divorces that happen, 7 of them were her decision, not his. But people always blame that on the man, saying he probably cheated, or was toxic, or did not try hard enough. So scientists looked at marriages where there is no man involved at all to see what happens. And what they found shocked everyone. Lesbian couples have the highest divorce rate out of every type of marriage on the planet. In Sweden, they were 2.6 times more likely to divorce than straight couples. In the Netherlands, their divorce rate was double that of men. In the UK, 73% of all divorces were female couples. In a US study, 12% of lesbian couples divorced compared to only 2% of male couples. This pattern showed up in every single country that tracks the data. When you remove men from the equation entirely, the divorce rate does not drop. It explodes. Men who have no women in their marriage have the lowest divorce rate out of everyone, including straight couples.
So boom. Self-respect is the foundation of love. Without respect, love fades. Self-respect is simply maintaining your authenticity, maintaining who you are in the face of adversity, in the face of other people. When you bend over for someone, when you people please, when you are a simp, other people lose respect for you. They recognize that you do not have self-respect. They end up not valuing you. And when you sacrifice who you are, your soul gets upset. And slowly over time, these relationships become empty and lonely feeling because you are not truly allowing yourself to be who you are. These are relationships built on performance, performing for one another at the cost of the self. Performance causes relationships, especially romantic ones, to fall apart. They cannot survive without authenticity because the soul will never be happy that way. Have self-respect. Say no. Do not bend over backwards for another person, especially when they wouldn't do the same for you. Be authentic. Make your soul happy. Do not settle for performance and empty relationships. Find real love, not love that is doomed from the start. Watch my YouTube for more. Join my Discord, Drizzle.
I think I'm falling out of love with my spouse. We used to be so happy, and now we just argue all the time. Maybe I married the wrong person. You know, there's a secret about marriage that most parents don't tell their children. The feeling of love is actually one of the worst reasons to get married. Wait, what? But isn't that why people get married? Most of us do get married because we fall in love. We feel passionate and excited about this person. But here's the thing, that passionate love naturally fades over time. So you're saying it's normal to feel less in love over time? Yes, because being in love is actually all about you. The feelings you experience, happiness, excitement, infatuation, when those fade,
we think there's something wrong. So what should marriage be built on then? A foundation that includes self-awareness, emotional intelligence, kindness, respect, thoughtfulness, patience, humility, loyalty, and accountability. That sounds like a lot of work. It is. None of us get all of this right. But here's the secret. We don't marry the wrong person. We married our unfinished business. What do you mean? Years into marriage, we default back to how we lived in our family of origin, unconsciously repeating the same patterns we grew up with. That's why the person you thought you married seems to change. So what should I do? Instead of focusing on what's wrong with your partner, focus on healing your unfinished business. Help each other grow in areas that were lacking in your childhood. So it's not about finding the right person? Exactly. It's about becoming the right person together. If you have the attitude and commitment to keep failing in the right direction, you'll keep falling in love with each other over and over again.
3 reasons he moved on so fast. Reason number 1, she was already there before you split up. Reason number 2, he just can't be alone. And number 3, he wasn't that invested in you as you thought he was.
One of the busiest people that I've ever dated, like busiest, most successful people I've ever dated, was the most responsive person. And I always asked him, I was like, why do you respond so quickly to me or anyone? And he said, communication is a form of respect. And if you respect the person, you'll get back to them as soon as you possibly can. Facts and figures. And he was busy as...
He cheated and you're wondering, will I regret leaving? You might regret the relationship ending, the loss of what you hoped it was, the future you imagined, the comfort of having someone. That grief is real. But the act of leaving a situation where you were being deceived while someone else was being pursued, you will never lie awake at 45 wishing you had stayed for more of that. The regret of leaving fades in months. The regret of staying compounds for years.
It's really a shortage of good men out here. So if you got a good man, you need to make sure you taking care of him. Stop cheating on these good men, because then you got them out here cheating on good women. Never let go of that good man, because it's always a cleanup woman like me that if you let him go, I'm going to take care of him. I'm going to make sure that man is good. Like Betty Wright said, I'm definitely going to clean up after you. Everything that you didn't do for him, I'm going to do for him. A good man deserves to be taken care of. So make sure you take care of that man, because if you let him loose to these streets, he gonna run into a good woman like me and it's over with.
This is why I say never chase a man, never pursue, because if he's not willing to risk his ego to pursue you, he is not the one. If a man can't risk you shutting him down, he's not that interested, or he's not ready to be a king. Men that are ready to be that husband for you, they are very willing to sacrifice their ego. They're like a knight in shining armor. They live to serve you. They don't care if they get hurt in the process, because they see you as so rewarding that it's worth the risk. How you can check his ego, number 1, see how much he's pursuing.
If you are a good person and you're trying, truly trying, and not trying to hurt anybody, you're phenomenal. Enough.
How do we eliminate that outside noise? Sometimes, you
by not caring about other people's opinions once and for all. High school is over. Stop playing in it. It's over. You left. You're not in high school. You are, I know, but everybody else, stop. Who? Your mom? Tell your mom to go herself. She up too. What? Your spouse? Like, what? Who? What? Just living for other people's judgment. Everybody else sucks too.
I can tell you why. Why? Listen, men, we'll pick your, hold on, wait a minute, Brittany. We'll pick your right up out of drive-thru. You ain't gotta have thing. But women, they transactional date, and they want a man that has it together, that is going places, he's got motion and all that. But no, he shouldn't. But you saying we are willing to date you in that same state without you being on 10, without you being lit. Why aren't women? That's what the thing that we come across is in this on this show. A lot of women are looking for a man that's ready made and he's already where he needs to be. What we've noticed is a lot of men, we accept the women where they're at.
All right, girls, I have one of my girlfriends and we're trying to figure out what's the best way to ask if somebody's single. This guy, like, I know he's being respectful and what is the right word to use? Professional, that's it. And I don't want to be like very masculine and be like, hey, are you single? So what the hell do I do? Like, I don't know. He's coming back a third time. I've never had that happen. She's asking ChatGPT because what the heck?
So do you go home and relax after all of this? Or is there somebody waiting with a list of house projects?
No, that's so lame. I can't. Guys, you need to help. Come on. We can't have ChatGPT over here telling us.
Husband material or wasting time? He only takes and never gives back? Wasting time. He avoids commitment conversation for years? Wasting time. He uses you as his emotional punching bag? Wasting time. You constantly worry about what he's doing? Wasting time. He's consistent, reliable, and keeps his promises? Husband material. He's protective of your peace and happiness? Husband material. He's proud to show you off to everyone? Husband material. He makes sacrifice for the relationship? Husband material. He talks about building a life together? Husband material. He is loyal and you never question his faithfulness? Husband material. Follow Gurmanova for more videos about Slavic women.
Let me just say this. You know why they don't take you seriously, ladies? Because y'all sitting up here playing games. You ghost them. You think that you're supposed to wait hours to text him back. You think that you're supposed to not answer his calls. You think that he's supposed to be waiting on you hand and foot. You think that he's supposed to pay for everything. You think that he's supposed to call you first. You think that he's supposed to text you first. You think that he's supposed to do all these things and make all these efforts, but yet you ain't got to do. He is the prize. You ain't even the prize. You still working on yourself. You still building certain things internally. He is the prize. But if you understand that he is the prize, you will understand that when he comes into your life, he is going to help you elevate and elaborate on the greatness that's already inside of you. But a lot of y'all just think you the prize and I ain't got to do nothing. I'm just cute. No, you up on the inside. That makes you not cute all over. Out of here.
Jessica, I thought you were going to get the puppies today. I was. Huh? I was. I'm thinking about doing a ponytail. You think I should do a ponytail? No, what I think you need to do is explain how the little black marks got on your neck. Them hickeys. Yeah, I got a hickey. Yeah, hey, where from? School. You say that like you proud of. I got hickeys from school. Well, let me tell you something, Sister Levine. I'm going to the school in the morning, okay? I'll be trying to figure out how the math teacher did that, the reading teacher, the gym teacher, some little boy around the corner, you just happen to bump into his lips and he's like, get out of here, Sister Levine. Get your out of here. Oh, you know, I was in here first. This is what you I don't give a... Here, let me put your hair in a ponytail.
I have a question. It is going to sound judgmental, and I'm actually just coming from a place of genuine ignorance. I saw a video where a guy was like, when your girl asks for money, round up. $7 for a matcha, give her 10. $70 for her nails, give her 100. Then he gave more examples where he rounded up. Congratulations. But I'm confused as to the premise of the video. What do you mean when your girl asks for money? Are we asking our boyfriends for money? What was all the waves of feminism for? What do you mean? You're asking for money to do your nails? Why? Why are we asking for money to alter our own body in some capacity? And I know nails are a small scale example of that, but still.
Impossible. Is this AI? I've seen AI accounts on this app and they getting too real, but this is pushing it. This is terrifying. I almost fell for this. There's no way. 2026. Is the world finally healing?
When a man moves on, it's not because he never loved you. It's not because he never liked you. It's not because he wasn't interested. It's simply the fact that, and if you're sensitive, don't watch this, but it's the fact that he understands he has other options. He's not going to put his life on hold for you because he understands his worth. Why is he going to wait around for you? Are you doing the same thing? You're probably flirting with other guys. You're probably trying to numb the pain, drinking, whatever it is. Like, a lot of women think, how can you move on so quickly from me? Probably because during the whole entire relationship, you were disrespecting him. It's easy to move on from someone like that, to be honest. And the only way that he cannot move on from you is if you were a good person. Because even if you treated him bad, if you were a good person, then it should be hard for him. One-on-one coaching will be in my bio.
You really want
to know how a good man gets his heart broken within a relationship? When he has told you time and time again what matters most to him, and yet he continues to be told why it shouldn't matter, or why it should matter less than this or that. But the really messed up thing is that he is the opposite with his partner. He makes sure that when she talks about something that matters to her, that thing now matters to him just as much, which is why he appreciates a partner that tells him what she wants, because it makes it a lot easier for him to do this for her. But even when she's not good at telling him, he still tries to pull it out of her. He'll ask her clarifying questions, he'll validate her feelings, he will show respect for her opinion, because making her feel loved and prioritized matters to him. But the problem is that when he reveals what he wants on the rare occasion, she calls it controlling and labels him as insecure. When the truth is that man just wants some reciprocation, and when he realizes he's not going to get it, that is when he's heartbroken.
I know this is probably like an unpopular opinion, whatever, but like all of these women that are out here being like, oh, men just think they're the prize. And like, I guess I understand the concept behind the comment, but like, shouldn't they also be a prize? Like, I know I'm a prize, right? Like, we know what we bring. Like, I worked too damn hard on myself to be won by another freaking loser. Like, I also want a prize. Like, I want somebody who brings as much to the table, or is the table, just like me. I don't need to be in a relationship like I've been in the past. I want something better than that. And that should be a prize, right?
So many women over the age of 40 are single. Why do you think that is?
This is a big conversation. There's lots of different reasons. One is that we live in a time where women are making more money than ever and are more independent than ever. So a lot of them are choosing to be single or choosing not to get married. Let's say they're in a relationship, but they're choosing not to get married because they don't see the point in getting married. Whereas in the past, especially through a heteronormative lens, it would be you get married because you want, you need financial support from your husband. And you need other things, but you want to build a family. You want to be at home, and your husband would be sort of the one sort of monetarily supporting the family. And so things have changed a lot for women. I think now, at least for the women I work with, most women, they want to be with someone who's financially stable, but what they're looking for more is someone who's emotionally supportive, right? So women don't need that. It also depends where we're looking. If we're looking at cities, or we're looking more like, suburban areas, it's definitely different in cities.
Show me both of your hands right now for you beating your shit. Bow, bow.
How much more proof do y'all need, folks? How much more proof?
I'm white. Wait, I'm white. I'm a white Muslim.
How much more proof do you need?
I'm Muslim. I'm garbed up. Hey guys, I'm a black Muslim.
How much more proof do y'all need?
How much more proof? You're a narcissist. I'm not proving your point. Taking my booty.
That's all you know how to do?
Yeah, and drink hot water. Hey. If you post me, tag me, please. Ooh. Hey, wait, it's moving. Oh,
marriage is going to disappear because women are actually the worst marketing for marriage. They show men every single day why they shouldn't get married. I really think women, we just have two defaults. It's gaslighting, virtue signaling. Oh, no. 3. Gaslighting, nagging, virtue signaling. Women feel a tendency to be entitled to being a to you for life. And they also feel entitled to defending themselves when you're calling them a bitch, right? And women feel entitled to this. They feel entitled to the fighting. And they call you weak if you're not going to do it right to their face. And I just think it's interesting because I'm like, why are you in media if that's your expectation? We're talkers. That's what we do. Marriage is going to disappear because women are actually the worst marketing for marriage. They show men every single day why they shouldn't get married. So here's the ways women can destroy you, right? So these are the ways women have leverage. Police, reputation destruction, as we saw in the first video, family court. And there's like a million other ways, but I want to make this simple. The only thing men have is cheating and walking away, like women being afraid you're going to cheat and women being afraid that you're going to walk away. So that's your only leverage.
There are 5 unrealistic standards when it comes to courting that we need to get rid of altogether as women. Number 1, he has to be taller than 6 foot. The height of a man does not determine the value of a man. You could have the tallest man in the room, but if he has an attitude that is just not right, he will always be looked at as small. Imagine meeting a man that's all you ever asked for and prayed for, but the only thing is, he's 5'8". He's 5'9". Sounds silly, doesn't it? Number 2, he has to make more than 6 figures a year. The average male in the U.S. makes around $58,000 annually. And not only that, y'all want men who's always about making more and more money, but men like that have a limited amount of time to hang out with you. They're always busy, they're always working, they're always hustling. Which leads me to my next point, number 3, that he should spend all his time with you. Ain't no man gonna be sitting around his woman all day. After work, he might want to just come home and relax or hang out with his friends, and that's okay. The world doesn't just revolve around you, sis. 4, he should know when I'm hurt and upset. Real feminine women understand the importance of communication. Nobody in this world is a mind reader. If you have a problem, then you need to communicate that, because what we're not going to do is play the guessing game to figure out what's wrong with you. And number 5, he has to plan all the dates and events. A lot of men nowadays have super busy schedules. I'm sure he'd appreciate it if you took the time out to plan a special evening for the both of you as well. You could take him out to dinner, and you could pay the tab, sis. He shouldn't always have to pay. You could show him how much you appreciate him, too, and all he does for you. What are some other unrealistic standards that we need to get rid of altogether as women? Drop them down below. I'd love to hear.
Men and women, not equal. And that's the hottest saying that I have ever realized, because we are not the same. We're not built the same. We are not wired the same. And thank God for that. Women bring magic men will never have. Intuition that feels danger before it walks in the door. Nurturing that turns a house into a home. And a softness that calms the wildest storms. Men bring power women should never have to carry. Direction when everything feels lost. Protection that makes you sleep like a baby. Raw strength that moves mountains so you don't have to. That's not inequality. That is perfect design. When we try to be identical, the spark dies, desire dies, respect fades, and polarity, out the door. You end up with 2 roommates arguing over dishes instead of a man and a woman on fire for each other. Equal in value? Absolutely. Equal in roles? No. I don't want to compete with my husband. I want to complete him. I want him to lead where he's built to lead, and me to reign where only I can. Real empowerment isn't pretending that I'm him or vice versa. It's owning every inch of what makes me a woman. So no, we are not equal. We are different. We are opposite. We are magnetic. And that's exactly why every single night he looks at me like I'm the calm to his chaos, and I look at him like he's the storm I never want to live without. Different isn't less. Different is electric. Do you agree with me or disagree with me? Let me know in the comments. I am very curious about this one.
But seriously, where are women supposed to find guys to meet? Do you know the delusional things girls have been telling each other? They go to Lowe's and look lost, go to a bar at happy hour and read a book. It's creative advice, for sure. But guys, do us a favor and let us know where you hang out, please.
The reason that video is insane is because of these comments. I made a video a while back about why are people having such a hard time dating right now. And I had a friend message me and say, it's super, super hard for guys to approach girls in the current dating culture. So my friend sends me this video and says, read these comments and you'll understand where I'm coming from. Read these together with me. They're going to blow your mind. So the first guy says, in response to her question, where are the guys and tell us what we can do to meet you? He says, I'm in the friend zone. This one though, super interesting. At home most of the time since we're done being considered creeps for just existing. I hide in my room because I'm afraid of rejection. Now, this is in response to, should I go to a bar? Should I go to Lowe's? This guy says, I'm at those places, but we've been yelled at, scoffed at, and called a creep for trying to start a conversation. So now we just enjoy being by ourselves, more peaceful that way. At our job or at home. And you can read through, and it's hundreds and hundreds of comments with the same sentiment. This is a super complicated dynamic. I'm a millennial, and I definitely grew up thinking that being catcalled, hit on, stared at was worst case scenario. It wouldn't have been unrealistic for me to have overcorrected in response to that. I got married when I was 19 though, so I don't know what I'm talking about. What do you guys think? Why is this the dynamic? Why is this happening? Girls want to meet guys. Guys are hiding from girls. What do you think?
So I won't speak for all, but I'll speak for many. A man's family is not your family. As a divorce lawyer, I watch women learn this the hard way. They walk into a marriage believing they're gaining a second home, a second mom, a second set of people who will love them the way they love their son. But loyalty doesn't automatically transfer through a wedding ring. His family might smile at you, hug you, toast to you, even post you on social media. But when things get hard, most families default to protecting their own blood. You become the outsider again. The same people who called you daughter will call you the problem if it keeps the peace for him. I've seen it over and over. A woman thinks she's finally part of the clan. She cooks at holidays, she babysits nieces and nephews, she shows up for birthdays, graduations, emergencies. But when cracks appear in the marriage, that love gets real conditional real fast. So suddenly everything is your fault. Suddenly he never did anything wrong. Suddenly you're the villain in a story they were never willing to see clearly. Women blame themselves for not being liked enough, for not being easy enough, agreeable enough, polite enough. But the truth is simple. You were never competing fairly. I tell clients all the time that marriage is between two people, but divorce reveals the whole village. And that village will usually circle the wagons around him, even when he's the one who caused the damage. They won't ask what you went through. They won't ask what he did. They won't ask why you're breaking. They'll just ask how fast they can help him rebuild without you. And that is why you must walk into marriage with your eyes wide open. His family is not your emotional safety net. They are not your protection plan. They are not the people who will save you when things fall apart. Your real family is the one you build with your own boundaries, your own support system, your own people who show up for you even when it's inconvenient. So yes, love his family, be kind to his family, but never forget that their loyalty is inherited, not earned.
So, I'm probably opening up a can of worms with this, but it's been on my heart, and I know I'm going to probably get attacked, but I'm just curious. I would just love to have a conversation. Can we do that? Specifically for Christian women. Do you ever feel like we've been lied to about marriage? Like, not about God and not about the commitment and the covenant, like I understand that part. I'm talking about what we're supposed to tolerate inside of the marriage, okay? Because I keep seeing this pattern where women are expected to be Proverbs 31 women, but nobody is asking men to be Proverbs 1 through 30 men. Like, we're told to be patient and nurturing, forgiving, to hold the whole home together, regulate the emotions, carry the mental load, pray more, serve more, submit more. And if we're exhausted, all of our friends in the church just say, that's marriage, that's normal, that's just the way that it is. But I'm starting to question, like, how much of what we're calling normal marriage struggles are actually just women over-functioning while men are very under-equipped. Like, if a woman is constantly pouring, leading emotionally, holding everything together, that's not biblical leadership. She's in survival. That's not the man leading the family as he's supposed to. And when the church keeps telling her to just pray harder, stay softer, endure longer, this is normal. Are we actually helping marriages, or are we just teaching women how to disappear inside of them? And I know that marriage is hard, obviously. Like, I know. Two people, two backgrounds, two nervous systems trying to build one life together. Of course it's hard. How hard is normal? Like, where is the line between this takes work and this is quietly breaking me? Because I don't think the problem is God. I think it might be what we've normalized in the name of marriage. And I don't know. I just feel like more women are starting to feel this, but nobody is really talking about it and saying it out loud.
I think we're really losing recipes around this. And the reason why I say that is because men act like they are so scared to talk to women. I have never been in a generation that act like they are so scared to talk to women. And y'all, because when we talk to women, they either want to record and make videos or they just loud and embarrassed. Okay, be mindful of the type of women you want to walk up to. Just like you don't approach a woman. Just like I tell women, don't talk to a man. There's a difference, and y'all need to learn that. But fellas, here's the thing. Say you see a woman, you out somewhere, say you're in Walmart, and you see a lady, and you see her, and you kind of, throw that real quick, hey, how you doing? And she responds back with a, okay, boy, that go to her. Because this whole creepy staring at women situation, this is creepy. And then once you stare at us too long, and you still looking, we looking at you like, okay, this creep. Walk up to her. Let her know, hey, I don't mean to disturb you. If I'm disturbing you, please let me know. Then I'll go ahead and walk away. But I don't want to be a bother. Can I have some of your time? And if she, oh, you're not disturbing me. Yeah, you have some of my time. What's up? If she says that, you in there. Get the game going. If she like, oh, you're disturbing me, keep walking. The issue is y'all don't know how to take rejection. Now, if she give you, oh yeah, you're not disturbing me, what's going on? That's when you lay your game down, baby. You lay your best game out there. You seen her from across the room. You thought she looked nice and you wanted to get to know her. Hey, can I give you my number and you call me? Or can I get your number and I call you so we can set something up? Simple. When I say it's that easy, because I'm seeing too many videos of, I seen a man, but he just stared. Like, say something. Say something. Stop being so scared. Women are not that scary.
I think a lot of modern women are so short-sighted that they don't really understand that the person who they are, who they're proud of, is actually going to hold them back. And I know you like the spirit. I fought through this and I've gone through that, and it made me the person that I am today. And so they feel like in a lot of situations, in a lot of cases, well, I had to fight through some stuff to build myself up to this person. And men will appreciate that about me. And so they'll say, oh yeah, she's a fighter, I love her. But that's not the way it goes, because that fight and that disrespect turns to him. There's nothing wrong with you challenging and trying to help him out. But a lot of times modern women are downright disrespectful.